Hey guys, it's Bellamy here from Midnight Suns, and welcome to my review of A Legend. And yeah, that's the name of the movie, A Legend. It's a Chinese movie, and it's a historical fantasy martial arts comedy film. Oh, and also I cannot forget to mention a lot of the movies are also a romance film. So there are many young actors in this film. There's also a CGI de-aged Jackie Chan that everyone's talking about. Yeah, he's in this film also. A lot of the movie, there are just these close-ups of all the young actors, like all the eye candy. So I think if you are a young person looking for a Chinese romance film, like I think the costumes are pretty nice, yeah. You're looking for like a historical romance action film with a lot of eye candy, then I think this is the movie for you. So this movie is about an archaeologist played by Jackie Chan. He finds this magical, mystical amulet which gives him like memories of one of his past lives where he was this legendary warrior. And I didn't realize this until I did some more research, but this movie is actually a sequel to 2005's The Myth, which also stars Jackie Chan and the same director as well. As somebody who grew up in the 2000s in Singapore here, I used to watch like TV shows like this, movies like this Chinese wuxia films. Like this really captures the vibe of those 2000 shows. So this movie really, you really don't see movies like this or even TV shows like this nowadays. I'm sure you can still find them, but nowadays like everyone just watches like Netflix, Disney Plus, YouTube. Like you don't find these kinds of shows usually on there. And yeah, I quite like all the over-the-top stunts. Like, you know how in those old Chinese wuxia films you have just like people flying off their horses, like swords flying everywhere. Yeah, this movie is like that. Like none of it is realistic at all. You have like people like dancing with swords, throwing swords in the air, and like swords just flying across the battlefield. And yeah, all the over-the-top stunts, all the wire works, really reminded me of those old Chinese movies. And yeah, I really quite enjoyed it for that reason. Like, it really brought me back to my childhood. Like not every movie has to be super realistic. This movie is really more of a fantasy film than anything, even though like it tries to position like the story as like a historical movie, but it really just feels like fantasy all of the time. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because nowadays when you watch a lot of movies, even fantasy movies, they try to make it more and more realistic. They try to make all the characters like super grounded and like real and like relatable. This movie, for better or for worse, like the characters don't feel real, and yeah, they just go over the top and like do all these crazy stunts and everything. Like the characters feel like, in the movie they actually mention like a video game that they're making about the story. Like this movie at times does feel like a video game. And yeah, now that I think about it, the way they made Jackie Chan look younger in this movie so it makes it feel even more like a video game. And I don't think that's really a bad thing. In the story, I'm not gonna spoil too much, but in the story, like a portion of the movie is set in the present and a portion of the movie is set in the past, so they kind of explain like why the past doesn't exactly like look like 100% realistic. Like there's kind of an explanation for that which I won't spoil. And yeah, overall I think I quite enjoyed the movie, and so I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I think if you're looking for a Chinese romance, historical, fantasy, action comedy film, then you can definitely check this one out. And that's all for this review, guys. Thanks again for watching, and as always, stay gold, and I will see you all around. Never fade. Bye, guys.